Alrighty, guys. So we can see the position I took from yesterday is up about 5,000 or less, 4,000. So now I want to get out of this position and take my profits. And so what I'm going to do, close this guy out. Well, what I'll do is I'll set a stop limit. I'll actually just do a stop. Basically meaning if it comes back down to this price, then we take our profits, but we're going to let it keep running otherwise. We put in about 50,000 total, so taking out 58,500 would mean there's a $8,000 profit. Oh, that hit already. That's fine. Alrighty, then I'll go ahead and take whatever I can get for these guys, which is not a lot. Alrighty. So started with the 100,000, now we're at 108,000. It's an $8,000 profit on the day. I do want to take a quick look at something. Go to the SPY. Go to today's expiration. And what we want to do is I'm going to take a picture of this so I can compare it to my numbers from right before the close. Okay. Alrighty. So that was a successful day. It'd be better with if I had the futures chain as well, but I'm unable to trade futures at the moment. Alrighty, so I want to work on the intraday trading. So that's the every day right before close. That's what we're gonna do, including today. So I'll be back at the end of the day for sure, but I'll actually be back before then. Right now I want to set up a strategy to where I can come back in about 3 hours and see what happens to my account. Alright, so what this strategy is going to include okay, so I'm going to sell here at for now we'll call it 371. Which means I gotta buy at 371. I believe I want to do as much as I can. So let's get this guy to, let's say 50,000. jump in here. No, that was 92 of them. So now I'm gonna come back here. Let's make sure we got 372. Perfect. Alright. So I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna sell. Okay. And I'm gonna go to back to October 17th. Let's just go ahead and do 364. Okay. So by buying almost 100,000, I believe. So we're long here. Yeah. Okay. So we're long 92,000, but we're short 31,000. 92,000 minus 31,000 is 60,000 net long, which gives us roughly 45,000 cash buying power left over. That is what we wanted to see. Okay. Alright, so there isn't going to be any day trading in this. So this I'm just going to actually let run all the way until probably 3-4 hours into the market. So I'll be back probably around 10 a.m. my time, which is 1 o'clock Eastern time. And I just want to see how this guy plays out long term. And then the only other thing that I can think of is like on that buy the calls and buy the puts every single day. I didn't make quite as much as I thought I would at the open, and I actually I ended up making $8,000, but I felt like it should have been a little bit more than that. And at 1%, it was still struggling. So let me fix those numbers and figure out how we can make it a little bit safer. The only question I'm trying to figure out right now is if these guys move, do I want to be thinking about selling and reestablishing the position? And as of right now, my answer is leaning towards no. But I may change my mind. Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow, on Monday. But again, if you remember what I'm trying to do is find a sell buy strategy to where by the end of the day I basically break even. And if I'm able to break even, then well, not necessarily break even, I actually want to make a profit, because if I'm able to break even or make a profit, then I can use the current sell positions and go and find super cheap today to expire options at the same strike, and use those to close out these positions. And I should be able to close out these positions for a hefty profit, while or profit or loss depending on which side's winning, but I should be able to close out these positions again, let's just say for a small profit net, and then I can take that profit and I can go buy 92 calls and 92 puts for something that expires in a couple hours, and that should allow me to secure my profit, but then also it should allow me to set myself up for where any movement happens, I make a fortune. I really hate that this stupid trading system is such garbage. But we know that we put in about $16,000 in this guy, so if we put $16,000 in this put, but then the puts that we bought are up $3,600, that would suggest we've made a little bit of money, while this guy is up $4,000, but the calls are down $6,000, which suggests we've lost a little bit of money. But net, it looks like we were up something like, what was the beginning of the day? It was 107,800, so it looks like we're down $1,000 since I got into these positions, but that's okay. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to come back around 10 a.m. today and we'll check on the position, see how it did, and then see if we can't get into those the 0 day to expire, a couple hours to expire, lotto options.